Okay guys, so let's move forward with creating some additional views. We're going to add some additional section markers, and we're also going to add a camera view as well. So first things first, let's go ahead and make sure you click on level 3. And if you click on level 3 and you don't see these walls like it's shown on mine, then you need to go ahead and change your top constraint of these 3 walls to set up to level 3. Okay, so you need to make sure you set that up to level 3 just like that. But let's go ahead and add some more section markers. We're going to click section here, and let's go ahead and drop a section marker right here, something like this. Let's take this one in for clarity. Let's move it a little bit out of the way. And one thing I didn't show you guys, sometimes these drawings can get so cluttered that you have to break up these section markers. So if you ever want to do that, you'll just click this little gap segment here, and you can have your section marker stop at the face of the building. Okay, so for this one, we'll do that, but still, it'll read on a floor plan as a section marker. Okay, let's click here. Make sure we have this guy named correctly. Let's go back to sections. West corridor section. Okay. So now we need to go ahead and select this guy. All right. And these are the extents that we wanted to have. So double click here, and that'll actually show the section marker that we want to show. Later we'll go back and we'll cut an opening in this wall, and we'll do it the same way that we did with the other section. You just click this line, but we won't get into details there just yet. Further down in additional chapters, we'll make that adjustment. But just don't be alarmed. I don't want you to be alarmed by what you see here. We're going to modify it, okay? So we're going to name this section right here West Wing South Wall Section. So I like to abbreviate things. West Wing South Wall Section. It's important that you name these things correctly, guys, because the book will reference this section. Let's just say when we go back and cut an opening in that wall right there. So you want to make sure that you are naming these views as we create them. So now let's go back to level 3 floor plan, and let's go ahead and add another section right here. So you go back to the section marker, and you want to turn this guy this way. And these are the extents that you wanted to have. Okay? And we want this one to be called East Corridor Section. So if you go down to your section, you click here, you'll see that section right there. Let's go ahead and stretch this out so you can see the top of the roof there. And you know, you guys probably have doors in here already. We'll go back and add those later. If you don't have them, make sure you look at the video that's in this module as it regards bringing in additional components. Okay, sometimes it's just not found where we'd like to find them, and we have to bring those in. Also, I'll include a link or send out a link to Rivet City. You can create your profile there, and that way you can bring in, you know, things like custom doors, custom windows, custom furniture. You can look for that in the announcement tomorrow morning. Okay. So here we go. Let's go back to level 3. And we want to name this guy East Corridor Section. So click on it, right click, rename. Call it East Corridor Section. And there you have it. You click here, you can have it. You can look at your section there. That guy's done. And make sure you have everything named. One other thing that they covered in this chapter that I will not go into detail is the wall sections and the section details and the call-outs. I think that's something that's a little bit in depth. When we start getting into construction documents, we will revert back to this chapter to cover the wall sections, the section details, and the callouts. I don't think you guys are ready for that. If you think you are, then feel free to just go through the steps in the book and see if you can go ahead and get that in there. But I typically don't roll that out until after week 5. I think that's one part of the book that should have been actually in the detailing chapter. But, I guess they added it in because it does create a view. And as long as you guys have learned this here, then we can go back and actually create those views later. And we can do those section details and wall sections and callouts at that time when you're a little bit more versed in Rivet and you're a little bit more comfortable with it, okay? So that's pretty much it for this course. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Again, make sure you look at the videos on adding the components in Rivet and uploading those files. And also make sure you check out the link and create a profile on the RevitCity.com, because when we start adding furniture and things of that nature, I want you to bring in some extravagant furniture. There is one other thing that I would like to touch on. In fact, let's go to level 1, okay? And see the 3D house right here? Let's go ahead and drop a camera in there, okay? And adding cameras are very easy. You just click and drag. We want this camera to look down the corridor hallway, okay? So there is your corridor view. And we will actually go back and we will actually add some light fixtures and things in the corridor. You will see the door right here in your model. Some things I'm just not going to model. I'm kind of going to expect you guys to model it, especially when you go to Revit City and get some of these custom doors and things of that nature. So, if you have any issues, just, contact me. We'll schedule a meeting in the media gallery to get you up to speed. But yeah, this is one thing that we definitely want to get familiar with. These cameras, we're going to have a lot of them in this model. So you always have that 3D view right here. And you can just go and name it, let's see, right here on the 3D views. You can just name it camera 1. Or let's name it corridor camera. And just like all the other viewports, you can increase the extent of it, so to speak. But you want it to look realistic, okay? You want it to look as if you really had a camera and you are standing in that hallway, getting a perspective view of the hallway, okay? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. This stuff it's not hard, but it is going to require some time. I think you guys are doing well, and I know you're going to do well. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, okay? Thank you, guys, and I will see you in the media gallery on next Wednesday. Yes, we will meet in the media gallery. I will send out details regarding that throughout the course of the week next week before Wednesday at 6 p.m. Okay, guys, thanks, and have a great day.